Fact number 11, I am, as bad as it sounds, I am a materialistic guy. Which is why I buy Nikes and stuff like that. It spawns from my mom. Growing up, I always saw my mom buy brand name things. You know, she has like LV purses. Oh my god, her purse collection is nuts. I don't even want to get into that. But anyways, it spawned from that, and as I go shopping with her, I'd be like, huh, I want brand name stuff too. Because I wanted to be like my mom. Yo, mom, you're not spending money on me. I want you to spend money on me. So I started buying, when I first started getting my job, I started buying shoes. Now when I buy shirts and jeans and stuff, I buy, it's expensive. It's a really bad habit, it's a really expensive habit. I buy jeans that are like sometimes $100, and when you could buy a nice pair of Levi's for like 30. With me, it's like, oh, I had to have it raw, self-tapered. It's really stupid. It sounds really hipster. It's a really bad habit. I want to kick it someday, but at the same time, it's really, I guess you could say I like the hype of things, the rarity of materialistic things. I like being able to, you know, purchase one of those things that other people can't. So I'd be like, oh man, I have something that's rare. And I wear it out for other people to show and see, and they're like, oh man, that guy got that. I know it sounds really bad, sounds like I'm really cocky, but something about it just makes me want to buy materialistic things. My dad's the complete opposite. He wears shirts that are from 30 years ago that has holes and shit in it. Yeah, and his wallet's all broken down. But my mom, I got it from my mom because she's the one I was around with more. Fact number 12, I love rap music and hip hop culture in general. My very first album I purchased was Nelly's Country Grammar back in the late 90s. If you remember that one, it came with Ride With Me, EI, all that stuff. Something about rap, the hustle of rappers, how they come from like a really shitty ghetto neighborhood and how they climb themselves all the way to the top.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here.
Through rap, which is, I feel, is a form of art. You know, if you guys didn't know, like Tupac actually went to an art school and he was actually a really good poet. I know you gotta look past that gangster attitude, look past all that shit talking, all the raps about bitches, stuff like that. But you know Tupac, he has like songs like Changes, Dear Mama, you know, those songs are really emotional, and I feel like, at least for men it's really hard for men to show emotions. I feel like rap is a really good way for them. Music in general is a good way to show emotions, but for me it's rap. Especially for them, they have to have that hard mentality because they came from the ghetto, but they have songs like that that say they praise their mom. You know, that's how I feel I am. You know, I don't show my emotions a lot, but through rap, you know, I listen to it and it really connects me into how I am with my relation with my family, because my parents, we don't say I love you, we don't hug each other, but we know we love each other, you know. We know that, but we don't show this. Fact number 13, I have a cleft chin, aka a butt chin. And when I was a kid, I was actually very self-conscious about it because everybody made fun of it. My mom called it a shrimp dumpling, a little shrimp dumpling, which is not that bad, but my friends would be like, oh, when Brandon wipes his ass, he has to wipe 2 spots, his ass and his butt shit, you know. But I take it as it is. I was born with it, I can't change it. And I've heard from people that actually only famous people have these kind of chins. And like presidents, Ben Affleck, he's not that, well, he's pretty really good now. Ben Affleck has a butt chin, Jude Law, I forgot who else, a bunch of people, but hopefully I'll be famous one day too with this. But I've accepted it. I don't like it still, but I've accepted that I have a butt chin. Fact number 14, I always wanted to, and probably always will want to open a restaurant. My parents actually met at a restaurant. Crazy story, my mom worked across the street from my dad, and my mom would frequent the restaurant and take peeks at him. Kind of crazy, right? And then my dad's boss made them meet each other. So I like to think restaurants hold a special place in my life. Have you guys ever been to East Village in San Leandro and San Francisco? They've closed down, unfortunately, but we served dim sum and just traditional Cantonese style food. My dad was the chef and my mom ran everything in the front of the house. So I know, and as a kid, every day after school they pick me up, I go straight to the restaurant and I'm there for like 3 to 4 hours. So as much as I hated to be there, as I grew up, I learned to, you know, like it actually. Because there's nothing that makes people happier than food. Everybody loves food, that's universal. So I want to open that one day, and hopefully, my parents are against it just because they work so many long hours. It's not easy, it's a really stressful job. But I like the stress, I like when it gets busy at a restaurant, I like that, you know, intense feeling. All right, I gotta fuck shit up right now. I gotta bust these tables, I gotta take these orders, you just go ham, you go beast for that short amount of time. I like that gratitude you feel after that busy shift, like, oh, we made it. Fact number 15, I love video games. It's also spawned from my shyness. I was always home as a kid. Now I always spend time with my cousins, who, very first system I played, they had was the NES. It was their first Nintendo. And the very first game I fell in love with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because you get to play co-op. It was dope, you're walking side-scrolling, you're beating up all these purple ninjas. And from there, it exploded. My first console that I ever got was the Sega Genesis. And that was awesome. I played Sonic the Hedgehog and Vector Man, if any of you know what Vector Man is. That's old school. And then from there, I got an N64. N64 was revolutionary, so dope. And nowadays, I never played professionally, I was never good enough. I just play more for leisure. Nowadays, I play a lot. I play everything now. I've just beat Bioshock Infinite. Crazy ending, crazy story. One of the best games I've played in a while. I haven't stopped playing Dota, although I've neglected it a lot. I played WoW for a while. That was a bad idea. I play NBA 2K. If anybody ever wants to play 2K, I might add my Xbox Live account on there, although I'm not on it much. But yeah, video games is just something I use to escape reality, you know, escape all the, you know, I guess you could say not fuck ups, but just like the harshness of the real world. You get to just jump into another world and you're actually playing it. It's really something that just kind of relaxes me. Fact number 16, I am Chinese. Cantonese to be exact. I used to be very fluent in Cantonese, but ever since going to college, I kind of lost it because I wasn't around my family as much. I love being Chinese, I love the culture of it. I love, sadly, Cantonese is a dying language because China did make Mandarin the official Chinese language. So hopefully I want to pass on Cantonese to my kids and help the language stay alive, because it's not the most beautiful language in the world, and it does sound really it really is heavy on slangs. But I like that, you know, I like that it's like a rough language, you know, it came from the ghetto, it came from the villages of southern China and everything. So yeah, I love Cantonese. I would say something, but I have no idea what to say. I don't want to swear either in Cantonese because my mom's probably gonna see this and kill me. Fact number 17, I am nocturnal, a night owl. I am most active at night, in the middle of the night. I think I have really bad insomnia because every time I try to sleep early, my brain just races. Anything, it thinks what I went through the day, what I'm gonna do tomorrow, or something random that I read on the internet. Something about it, I'm not a morning person. Although I really love breakfast, it's so ironic. I love breakfast, but I hate waking up in the morning. It sucks, you know, and that's the only time you get breakfast. It's all good breakfast places. But I hate the morning. I'm really like angry. You don't want to talk to me in the morning. But in the middle of the night, I'm active. You know, I sleep at probably 4 or 5 every night. It's just crazy. That's where I get these big eye bags from. I can't stop it. I don't want to be taking medication either, because I want to naturally fix it somehow. But right now, I think I'm enjoying it, because in the house I live in with all my roommates, they're all also nocturnal night owls, so it's pretty cool right now. Fact number 18, I want to travel the world by the time I die. My goal is to hit every continent. As a kid, I was always blessed with my mom, because she always loved travel too, so I always went along with her. Some place I've been to, just to name things off, I've been to China, I've been to Hong Kong, Japan. I don't know if you count Canada. I guess you could count Canada. I want to go to Europe. Where else have I been? I've been to Montana, that's really random, New York, North Dakota, Salt Lake City, Utah. I've been to a lot of places. I've really been blessed to travel. I really like especially knowing other cultures in other countries, just seeing how other people live. that fascinates me, you know, because you're always at home, you're always with people that live the same way as you do. But in reality, the world is a really big place, and if you don't go out there and just see what's out there, you know, you're gonna be really close-minded. Like, you think the world revolves around you when it really doesn't. Yeah, I wanna just see everything. Fact number 19, I am really skinny. I was always skinny in my life. It sucks, I hate it. It gets even worse when I've had so many girls come up to me and be like, Brandon, you're so skinny, I'm so jealous.